Calling all twin flames, divine feminines to the table. Come up, come up, come up, wherever you are. This is all for a message for my ladies who identify with being in a twin flame relationship, who need some um, so come up, come up. If you have a question, let me know. If you want some advice, if you need some, what do you call that? Soothe the emotions. Let's see what's going on in your twin flame relationship. Come up, wherever you are. Do what? Right? Come up, come up. Let's do a reading. So I'm calling on God as I embark on this tarot reading. May I receive clear insights and understanding. May this reading be for the highest good of all, and may it offer guidance, clarity, and truth. I approach this with respect, gratitude, and love. So be it. I'm calling on all my divine feminines to the table. Let's do a reading and let's channel in what's going on. Get your teas, get your coffee, get your water. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Wow, who's already 2 minutes? All right, my loves, let's do a reading. I gave a few minutes there to see if anybody chimes in, if you have a specific question. But basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to channel your emotional energy center and see where you are blocked and what um, what's your story, what's your strength, what's your weakness, and how we can overcome those weaknesses so that I can help you maintain or obtain kindle soulmate love and manifest your dreams into reality. So twice already this card has come up. Only you, devoted, attached, and crave. So definitely there is a strong emotional energy of you are the one for me. You are my soulmate. So let me pull out 7 cards here. Hello, my name is Veronica Rosa. I am an emotional wellness and life coach. I help you. I am a twin flame myself. Ooh, I don't like that heart with the swords. Get away, broken hearts. Get away, broken hearts. So what's going on, ladies? What's going on? This is a message from my divine feminine. And let's pull out 7 cards, starting there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, What's going on for my whoop? There's 6. And one more. So we are doing a check on your emotional energy center, also known as your chakras. See where you may be unbalanced, where you can use some healing, and it will give you some healing energy, boost your emotions so that you can obtain that lover, girlfriend. Have balance, have that unified um unified what is that, rekindle? I can't think about it. The word it disappeared for me, only you. So come here and do it to you. So you may be feeling a little romantic, 'cause I won't lie. I promise to keep it. You can feel like me. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello. Can you hear me now? Oh, jeez. So, hey, love. So it looks like my. Hello, hello. Hello. Okay, so I switched over a different mic and so I gotta charge the other one. Thank you for letting me know. I'm over here singing my heart and soul out to you and it was all for nothing. All right, how you doing, my love? Do you have a specific question you want to ask me, or do you want to just go with repeat what I said already? So I was just doing a general reading. Let me know in the comments if you have a specific question. In the meantime, until I see that, I really appreciate that. I had no idea. Um, So in the meantime, I'm just gonna let you know. I'm gonna recap what I had went over, and then if you have a specific question, I go ahead and put it in the comments there, and I'm going to go for an hour. Okay, cool. So yeah, so I'm doing just a collective reading on the divine feminine, looking into the emotional energy center. What I see very heavy is very heavy on the throat. I was saying, get your teas out. Um, get your tea out. I'm having a lemongrass and ginger tea. As I see that heaviness in the throat, my own throat just kind of like really dry. And so I see that there's like this healing. This is a divine lovers, only you type of situation, but there is some stress, a breaking point, some turbulence, tensions, maybe arguments. There may be third parties who are involved, and so what I see is in the past there was very heavy toxic communication styles. You had 4 cups of tea. Maybe hope you're helping your throat chakra. Yeah, yes, 2 or 3 days ago, I was craving coffee and I kept drinking coffee. Oh my God, my husband came home. I was like, I think I had a caffeine overdose and my body was not liking it. So the a broken or toxic throat chakra looks like somebody who talks over people, who spreads misinformation, or like in a lover situation, you may use guilt or manipulation in your speech to try to control a situation. Which I see that that's not the point, the case here. I see that there's a healing going on. There is some um what do you call that, holding back your communication, and it may just be that you're looking, you're as you're healing, you're looking at a new way to communicate while still avoiding confrontation, rarely speaking up for yourself, and still so you're still struggle to communicate your needs effectively. And so I see here that there is a healing in the throat chakra. Drinking teas can help the throat chakra. Singing can also help the throat chakra. But most importantly, is finding peace in your emotional energy center, where you can speak your mind without fear, listen to other perspectives, and engage in meaningful conversations. So I see very much the energy of a new start, a new beginning, like a new cycle. Um, but there is some stress, turbulence, tension. It's, there's maybe somebody, the divine masculine is being influenced, or you may be influenced by third parties that's probably saying, hey, you should do things this way, you should do things that way. So yeah, definitely my throat chakra is one that I've very much struggled on, and I'm as part of like one of the last chakra energy centers that I'm really still practicing being cautious about, and practicing healthier habits and expressing my needs, my desires, my wants without fear. And so in your crown chakra, I see the lovers. So I see that there's is very healed, there's mindfulness, there's wisdom. So we are the spiritual teachers. We incarnated into this life as twin flames, to help bring balance. And sometimes it's like once we have already identified with being in a twin flame, um, in a twin flame um, relationship, it's not just, oh, get married, have a baby, get married, buy a house, and just the white picket fence and happy ever after. No, we will, you come into union, we will fight out, and we'll keep going, coming and going, the runner chaser energy. And each time, like layers of an onion, each time um each time we're learning something new. We're learning a new communication style, our um, like category, so like layers of an onion. Let me take a look here. I see that the divine feminine, the empress, in her heart, she's very warm. She's very fertile. She's very beautiful right now. She's very loving and forgiving. And so, and I see the divine masculine looking back at you, but there's still like this confusion. I don't know how to go about this. So trusting in your instincts, you may be changing your mind a lot, or hesitating in making your decisions, or unsure which path to follow. And so that may be holding you back from being able to communicate your needs, because right now it's like, I don't even know what I want. I don't even know if I want to do this, or if I want to, if it's worth fighting, or if it's worth, or, and so sometimes just being still and steady and not chasing is the best thing that you can do. So yeah, so I definitely see the energy of a lot, like years of working, and it's kind of just like a time out, and you're like, there is like new cycle beginning and starting. Um, there's passion, there's desire, there's forgiveness. It's just that there's fear. So how do we get over this fear? Um, by speaking the truth, being honest, even if you don't know what it is that you want. Sometimes it's just opening that line of communication and saying, when this happens, it makes me feel this way. I don't I don't like to feel this way. My dreams, my desires, my goals are this. And just by opening that line of communication, us as twins, we actually mirror a lot of insecurities. And so once you speak up and say, "Hey, I'm having this conflict, um, or this thought, or this feeling," because I feel that a lot of this is a lot of emotional. It's a lot of feelings. It's not. I don't see a lot of communications. I see a lot of emotions, and so a lot of it is emotions. And when emotions are high, intelligence are low. So yeah, so still thinking about like the throat chakra and energies that we can do to heal the throat. Um, you've already started drinking teas, start singing, be playful. Um, Redirect. So this is what I want to do. Let me see if I have a sample here so I can show you. There's a lot of confusion. You don't know what to do here, if you to go there, if what this or that. And so it's kind of like your world right now is it's kind of distorted. You know who your lover is, but there's like this stress. And maybe the stress is just fear of being abandoned, fear of not being heard or taken um of creating arguments that are not intended. So when I'm feeling very much like fear based with my relationship with my twin flame, things are going good. We're working, we're together. It's just that we're separated a lot. And there's just a lot of um, insecurities, right? And so, and remember the law of attraction. The more we think about it, the more we manifest it into our lives. And um okay, this is coming in like a couple of different ways. So let me just be patient with me. Um, exactly. Your mind is all over the place. That's exactly how I'm feeling too. I can feel it. Like you don't even know. Like one minute I was going one way, and then like another thing came in or whatever. So when I'm like that, also too, like, so if there's some doubt or insecurities, is he talking with somebody, is there a third party, there's, so it's fear, it's doubt, stress, worry. So when he comes into the home, the way you react to it, you don't want to react in a way that's suspicious, doubtful, critical, look jealous, looking into the phone, and no, you're gonna push him away. So what you're going to do, you're going to redirect. You're going to bring the balance in within yourself. Bring that masculine, feminine energy balance back into balance within yourself first before it'll show on the outside. So you may have an imbalance within yourself. And it happens to us women a lot, especially when we are in union with our twin, especially because they're here to help us break free from old belief systems that no longer serves us. Belief systems like, oh, the woman stays at home, the guy goes to work. Oh, well, how fun. He gets to get in the car, drive, and be, posting things on social media and work and communicate and be this and do that and get money and come home. And maybe your situation is different, where you falling into one of these situations that our beliefs, our society, our culture, our religion has instilled in us, that this is how we are supposed to be. So like, for example, being submissive, we and sometimes cultures, religions says that the woman is supposed to be submissive. So we turn in our power, we turn in our masculine power into our men, especially when we're together with them, because we think this is the the holy thing or the good thing or the right thing, what a good girl does. And so that's not, it's actually very toxic. It throws you off balance. Now it throws um that we give away our power. We cannot, you don't even have the power to say, I feel this way. I want this or I want that. There's like all this insecurity that's going in within you. So at times like this is what I do. I pull out my, let me see, do I have it? Do I have it? Do I have it? I don't have it. Let me see if I can just pull it up for you real quick, because I want you to benefit off of this. So where do you know how or where to focus and put in all your time? Because this is where I see that you're confused. There's confusion. There's like lots of love and stuff, but then like there's this a lot of emotions and feelings of being stressed or turbulence, and maybe there's really nothing wrong, but it's that emotion within yourself that, if you don't act right, you're gonna push that divine masculine away. So this is a test within yourself to see if you can redirect the energy within you instead of stressing and worrying about the third parties and this and that, because frankly I don't see that there's something wrong going on. I feel that there's a healing within you and that you're healing your throat chakra. And so by doing that, it feels different because maybe you used to use your throat or your speech, your communication in a more like aggressive or more controlling way, and like this should be like this, and you've already learned that that doesn't work, and so now you're trying different things so that you can be in union with your divine masculine. Let me I want to pull a page up from my emotional wellness workbook. It's like 66 pages long. It's an emotional wellness workbook for women to help them, to help you, to help you balance your emotional wellness energy center to gain emotional balance within yourself. Hold on, I'm gonna pull up a page. I'm gonna download a page and then pull it up to the screen so I can show you. You just be patient with me. If you have a paper and get a paper and pen real quick. But we're gonna do some quick. We're gonna do some quick goal settings for you so that you can see where you're out of balance within yourself. You can start practicing new um, daily habits for yourself. What did I do with it? And this, when you see your divine masculine, you're not gonna be worrying about him. You're gonna be worrying about yourself, doing your own thing, and then the energy is going to shift, and he's gonna start chasing you. You're not gonna be feeling in doubt and stress and worry. You're gonna know exactly what it is that you want, what it is that you're working on, at least this year, for this year. And then that just changed the whole dynamics. When you are, when you are when you start setting boundaries, it opens opportunities for better time management, which can lead into opportunities or time for you to learn or practice your personal skills that leads into financial abundance, confidence, and self-love. And what do you want? What um, what more do you want in a woman that's financially abundance, confidence, and has self-love? Let me read your comments. Give me a second. Let's see. Exactly. So you are in the middle of a healing cycle. That's why right here, this is your emotional energy center. And look at all these cards that popped out for your throat chakra. And so there's, the hermit, it's retraining, what do you say? Retreating, retreating, holding back, looking for insight. There is a healing that's going on. So yeah, you are being too harsh on yourself. It's just that you're doing something that's different from what you're accustomed to. So it feels weird. It feels like you're either being bad or like you don't know what you're doing and you're just confused, like, am I doing the right thing? Because this is how I used to do it, this is how my mother does it, or my relatives or my friends, and this is what they're telling me I should do. I should, speak up in this toxic ways, and you know that that doesn't work anymore. And so you're kind of like getting away from everybody, from what they're saying and everything, and you're trying to figure this out on your own, help healing yourself on your own. But now is the time of the divine masculine energy to actually take action and do. It's not just feeling and thinking anymore. Now it's actually taking action and say, this is what I want, and this is where I'm going. Okay, so you're gonna get your notes. Let me just look for, where did it go? I saved it to my, okay, I don't know why this is not. Download. Where is it saving it to? Oh, it's saving it to the download. Let me save it to my desktop so I can find it easy. What is this called? Okay, so girl, every time I'm feeling like this, I'm feeling insecure, doubt, fear, and then if I let that, if I stay in that energy, it's going to repel the divine masculine. So this is what I do. This is my trick that I go to. Sometimes I do it once a month or once a quarter, and this was gonna help me figure out, okay, where do I need to put in more energy, time and energy? Where am I in balance? Um, okay. Okay, so this is part of my emotional wellness workbook. Okay, now let me add it to goal settings. So let me upload it as an image. I have it already. Says it's already. Okay. Okay, here it is. Found it. Sorry for the delay. Thank you for being patient. That's not the one that I'm looking for though. I'll pull up the other one. Rename it something different. So from 1 to 12, make a list from 1 to 12. Girl Studio. And you're gonna give yourself a number from 1 to 10. 10 being satisfied, 1 not satisfied. Why is it not letting me pull it up? Okay, so let me pull that up. Let me look at a different. Okay, so I can't find the actual paper, the screen, so I can show you, but on your notes, put 1 to give yourself list 1 to 10, or I'm sorry, 1 to, that's not it either. Okay, so I'm just going to walk you through this. So for 1 to 12, you're going to put it 1 to 12. Number 1 is health. Write down health. Number 2 is creativity. Number 3 is home cooking. Number 4 is physical wellness. Oh, that's why I put it as a. Number 5 is home environment. Number 6 is social. Number 7 is relationships. Number 8 is education. Number 9 is occupation. Number 10 is finance. Number 11 is spirituality. And number 12 is joy. So once you have that 1 to 12, and you're gonna give yourself a number from 1 to 12. How satisfied you are in each category. Okay, so was able to find it here. Okay, so this is the circle. We got the circle of life. That's your 1 to 12. In each category, you're going to give yourself a number. 1 being satisfied, no, 1 being dissatisfied, 10 being satisfied. Give yourself a number in each category. Go ahead and do that real quick, because this is going to help you regain focus on what it is that you need to focus on. Where are you in balance? Um where have you turned in your masculine power? The masculine energy is the go-getter, the doer. The feminine energy is the emotional, the thoughts, the creativity, the creating. And I do see you very much in this creative energy with the Empress here, and with the Empress card here, with the Empress card here, and your heart chakra, and this desire to start new. Thank you for your patience and for, because this was, I really wanted to get this out too, because this is very, very, very powerful. Once you have given yourself a number in each category, you're going to look at the category with the lowest number. Many times you'll see it in home cooking, or if you were somebody who's at home and that's like your strong point, you may see it in your finances or your occupation. So identify the sector. So if we were to put this in a circle, this would complete our life circle, and you can identify where you are in balance. Why is it doing that? I keep putting something for my logo and it turns into this gold thing. All right. So once you identify, I don't know, just maybe you're supposed to read that goal alignment, because it keeps popping up onto my. Okay, so now once you did every category, you've given yourself a number from 1 to 10 in each category. Did you identify the category with the lowest score? You can share it if you like. If you can just say health, creativity, home cooking, physical, or whatever it is, or you can just keep it to yourself. It doesn't matter to me, but as long as you know where it is that you are out of balance. So right there, that's like high indication where you are in imbalance. Now I want you to write down 3 new tasks in finances, health, social, and relationships. Okay. Are they all the same number? Finances, health, social, and relationships? I want you to think about, what are your personal skills? What do you do? Not just like if you have a job, what's your job? I want you to think like, what's your side hustle? What's your gift? Everybody has a gift. And so a health and social. Okay. So health. What about your health would you like to improve? And as you start focusing on that health part, you will start seeing, just like now, you and I are talking, because you're worried about maybe your mental health, your emotional health. Just because I see a lot of emotions here, and we're talking right now. So you may say, I can't even, I've had other friends and even myself in the past where it was like, I don't even care about going to work at McDonald's. I don't care if I have zero money. I have a roof over my head and I got meals that to eat. I really need to work on my emotional wellness or my mental health before I can do anything. And so if this relates with you, home cooking, what you're eating, what you're putting into your body is key, very key, especially when it comes to anxiety, depression, and just like being bipolar and on, a lot of those mental health issues. It's about us taking control back by starting in the kitchen. You're always in low energy, so you also may be experiencing like a low metabolism, where you're like you just don't have energy. Your thyroid may be affected, so definitely you want to start drinking lots of water. That's first things first, is drink lots of water. I personally try to drink at least 4 to 6 bottles of water a day. It does depend on your weight. About I've lost weight at the beginning of the year. I was 160, and so my goal was 6 bottles of water per my weight. So definitely drinking water. H2O is hydrogen to oxygen. So water is oxygen. You drink water, you're gonna start putting oxygen into your body, and that's going to wake up your metabolism. Once you wake up your metabolism, you're going to feel a little bit, you're going to have a little bit more pep in your step. Also paying attention to the time of the month. We all have times in the month where our hormones, the chemicals in our bodies will make us feel tired and just, sleepy. And then the weather, depending on where you're at, because I just moved to North Carolina from Puerto Rico, and I'm definitely in a sluggish mood where like I don't want to go out because it's cold. And it reminds me of back in the day when I first started this whole healing. I lived in Wisconsin and it was even more cold, and so I wasn't going out. I'm not getting vitamin D. See? And so you gotta um be nice to yourself. Be gentle with yourself. You're being too hard on yourself. Let me show you also what I do. Let me show you take this off the screen. Okay. So this is like another page from my emotional wellness workbook, when we start doing vision goals and setting our goals. So now you have identified where it is that you want to work on. And then I know when my monthly cycle is, and I know that there's going to be a week where um it's best, like right now, if you're on your cycle right now, it's the best time for organization, self-care. So anything you can do that's like very minimum, maybe um just journaling. This is where so this is when I start doing my vision board. I start creating, okay, where am I out of balance? Well, what do I need to do to feel better in that area? What are 3 tasks that I can take daily to get me closer to that? So one could be drinking water. Avoiding alcohol is key. Avoiding alcohol is very, very key when you're trying to heal your emotional energy center. And it's also going to help you be a better communicator, because when you start drinking alcohol, it it destroys communication. Then you start blurting things out of that you wish you wouldn't have said, and the next day there's a drop in dopamine in your body, so there's more of a feeling of feeling depressed. So it's really good. I'm proud of you that you've been drinking a lot of tea, because that's going to help you with your mental state. So yeah. So be kind to yourself. This is only going to be this week. And this way you're going to journal. You're going to say, okay, where am I out of balance? What is the goals? What do I wish it looked like? And then you're going to reverse engineer. You're going to reverse engineer and get there by adding 3 daily tasks to get you closer. And each day, and you know, there's something too like that too. Like, I don't know, maybe you and I were really we're marrying each other because I just moved here from Puerto Rico. So the climate change is huge. We're in like in this beautiful home. I have my dogs. I have my my side hustle, my emotional wellness and life coaching business going on, but I'm here alone, so I'm lonely. But at the same time, it's like I really do need this alone time to get to do my paperwork, to do my videos. There's a lot that I'm doing, but my husband is working. He's working a lot of overtime. Yes, I was thinking about Pilates too. Yes, I'm telling you, we're mirroring a lot. And so in reality, we have like we feel stress, and maybe you even feel stressed because you feel like you should be doing something more. And right now it's like you can't, your body is tired. You have to understand that our body, we have physical chemicals in our bodies that not just from our hormones from the time of the month, but our, that trickles down like the thyroid, can really your metabolism mess up the metabolism. So key, one thing is key is doing like a detox. I don't know what your eating patterns are, but if you're eating out fast foods, get rid of fast foods, processed foods, sugars, refined carbs, bread. Just get rid of that and just do like a detox. Do it for 3 days. Eat protein, cheese, egg, cheese, meat, egg, cheese, meat. Make it real simple. Eat that, drink your tea, drink your water. And in like 3 days, you're gonna feel drinking lots of water, you're gonna have a pep in your step. And in those 3 days, journal. What is it that you want to accomplish? And your energy is going to shift. Instead of like being desperate and needy, you're gonna be like, yeah, you'll may still be tired and you'll know what you got to do and you'll maybe be slow at doing it, but you'll no longer be in that energy of neediness, which repels our divine masculine. Yeah, I definitely. So I feel like definitely during, because we're used to like being like fast paced, doing this, doing that, and then like myself, this I my husband left at 4:30 in the morning. I went back to bed. I thought I was gonna get up and take the dogs a bath, and I was like, I'm too tired. I feel cold. I went to sleep. And then there's like this feeling of stress, like I didn't do enough, this guilt, this, so it's just being hard on yourself. So let go of all of that. Trust everything has its season, it has its time. We're now in this season of healing. Your whole withholding and withdrawing from your communication is okay because you are studying and you are looking for a better way to communicate so that there isn't any turbulence between you and your relationships. Getting into Pilates or yoga, even if we're doing it from home, that is also very important. And I'm hoping that once I do get to Pilates, I have a gym membership at Planet Fitness. I could go anytime. Um, and even then, like I remember the last time I was feeling this way, I started going to the gym. I met new friends, and to this day now, 2 years later, we're still like great friends. And so that's also will help you not only with your health, it'll help you with your relationships, with your social relationships and your love relationships. Because when you go to the gym, even if it's or even if you just stay at home and do a Pilates from YouTube, when you see your partner, you're gonna carry yourself differently. Your energy is gonna be different. You're gonna be have like the sense of pride And I definitely see like getting into the gym here as a need. So it also may open new opportunities for a new job or a new work or new money coming in. So think about also, what are your skills? What do you know how to do? Cook, clean. Those are like very basic things that as a woman that we can do, and services that we can offer. I started doing nails. I can do your nails. I can do your hair. I can clean your house. I can babysit for you. And so starting to open up, drink water, eat good, go and do Pilates. You'll start opening windows and opportunities for other social relationships that will also open up other opportunities to work. So let me see what else. Um, I don't see bad energy. I see very new creative energy. So perhaps it's that even if you're just laying there drinking your water, drinking your tea, what is it? Maybe it's a business opportunity that you have and you're just scared of saying, "Hey, I want to do this," or "How am I going to do this?" Um, or because I don't know if it's you that wants to become pregnant, or you want to become pregnant, or you want to birth a new idea, a new business. Does that make sense? So nothing is wrong in the when I see here, there's nothing wrong, or there's no huge there's not an issue with the relationship. It may feel like it's a relationship, but that's because we're mirroring out. Really, it's internally. There's a fear internally. And so when you do that, the um the scoring, that's how you identify where you're out of balance yourself. So for the next 90 days, I would encourage you to create a goal that would help you in your physical health, or your in your health, whether it's physical, mental, emotional health. And you already said you're going to start with Pilates, or yoga. Um, and then if you can get out of the house, that would be the best. Because then you're opening opportunities to see other people and just start talking to them. And then just, maybe like for me, I for one, forcing myself to go to the gym, then put energy, more energy, and so that boosts your metabolism. Once you start, that's the hardest part, is we got to restart the metabolism. So the water, if you have a trampoline, jump on the trampoline, because that's gonna get the heart rate going real fast. And once you get the heart rate going, now you're like you turn on the motor, you're ready to go, and your whole energy is going to shift. So then you start, okay, meal planning. What am I gonna eat? And preparing home cooked meals that are nutrients based, high protein, low carbs, and just, I promise you, try that just for 1 week. You're gonna notice how different you feel. That you're gonna be like, you're gonna continue on and continue on for 90 days. Each day, make a list, 3 different tasks that you can do to help you in that area. And I can get a lot deeper with that is so. You and I are marrying so much today. I have 2 dogs. They're my little dogs. They're little like 8-pound dogs, multiples. And I haven't even. I take them outside. Hurry up, go pee because it's cold, and then I come inside. But today was like it's really nice out, so I put on my walking shoes and I did a walk around the block. And usually, like depending on the year and the season, I can be very active, very going out to the gym. But for now, I haven't been to the gym in like 5 months, and I feel ashamed about it. And that's one thing that I have to work on. And today was a day that I went for a walk. So I have a daily habit tracker that you can download your free daily habit tracker. You can go to my website, vitalityvalueswellness.com. I am an emotional wellness and life coach, and you can download this free habit tracker. This is perfect for you. This is actually very perfect for you. So when you go into the website, it's like the second section is shed and shine to lose 10 pounds in at least 21 days. And so this is my daily habit tracker that I try to accomplish avoid eating more than 30 grams of added sugar, so cutting out the sugar, avoid alcohol, avoid fast foods, avoid the carbonated drinks, avoid smoking, and adding at least 30 minutes of physical activity a day. So every day, this is a 90-day. So if you look here, the first month, second month, third month. So each day I'll put down a green dot or a red dot if I accomplished it. If I and so by the end of the 90 days, you'll see red and green dots, and you'll be able to hone in. Oh, I really need to work on my alcohol. Right now, I am really good at avoiding 30 grams. Alcohol is a little because I drink with my husband socially, so I'm not as good as I would like to be. Avoiding fast food is all green. Avoiding carbonated drinks is all green. Avoiding cigarettes is all, or smoking is all green. Um, Adding 30 minutes of physical activity, that's all red. And then I have another space here on the bottom where you can put where you can put your own personal goal, like your financial goal, and say, okay, every day I'm gonna work on this task to get me closer to my financial goal. Absolutely. So every day that you put just that little check mark, you're gonna feel accomplished. You're gonna be like, okay, I did what I had to do, so that when our divine masculines come around, we're not putting all that energy on them. They're not feeling heaviness. They're not feeling the resentment. They're not feeling the fear that, all of a sudden we have pep in our step. And when you start taking control of your desires, you start losing weight if that's what you want to do, or you're toning up, toning your body, and really like emotionally and mentally feeling good. They're gonna feel that, and that's gonna bring him to you. Let me write this: vitality values wellness.com. Oh, so when you do that, vitalityvalueswellness.com, and you're gonna get on the email list. So not only will I send you your Shed and Shine habit tracker, I will send you the instructions on how to do it, and then for the next 7 days, I'll send you like reminders and things to look out for to change your habits to help boost your metabolism. And then actually on Facebook, if you're on Facebook, you can follow me on Facebook. Every day at 5 o'clock Eastern time, I go live and I do a cooking with purpose. So I take an hour and I cook my dinner, and I, just cook with you. And I'm showing you what I'm eating. I have meal plans, and you can, um, uh, join me on that. Let me see if I can pull this up on how to join the 90-day Shed and Shine. Are you ready to take the first steps to shedding weight, boosting your energy, and transforming your habits? It all starts here. Visit vitalityvalueswellness.com and look for the free habit tracker section. Enter your first name, your last name, along with your email address, and your tracker will be delivered straight to your inbox. Once you have received your email, simply download your tracker and save it to your files for easy access. Print it out or place it somewhere visible to track your progress daily, or do a screenshot and save it to your favorite picture so you can update it from your phone each day. You've got this. I'm here to guide you every step of the way. Download now and let's start your journey today. vitalityvalueswellness.com. So there you go. I hope you do join me. Yes, girl, I promise you, there's nothing wrong when it comes to like your relationship. It's more within you. It's internally. It's you have given away your masculine energy for some reason, and now you're taking control. You're taking your power back, and sometimes the divine masculine will not like that when you start taking your control back. This is like again layers of an onion. I've been in the point where um, thank you. I appreciate that. And I'll be looking out for you. And if you're on Facebook, join me on Facebook at 5 p.m. Once you get on yeah, at 5 p.m. Eastern time, so I can do my cooking with purpose show. And so, yeah, and we'll just go from there. And I promise you, you're going to feel so much better. In 1 year from now, in 90 days, just in 90 days, you're gonna be like, wow. But 1 year after doing this, you're gonna make huge transformation, because you're not only gonna see it in your physical body, you're gonna see it in your love relationships, you're gonna see it in your social relationships. As you see, we're already, hey, you already made it. We've talked before, but now we're getting closer. Your by communicating, maybe you weren't verbally communicating, but by going online, you're seeking out other social what do you call that, avenues. And so now you have a new friend, and you have a new thing that you can look out for, and now we can eat healthy together and put yourself on a habit tracker, and just start seeing like, oh, what are my habits? Are your habits in alignment with your goals? And that has nothing, one thing has nothing to do with the other. But I promise you, once you start taking your power back and start putting time and attention into those areas, maybe as now that you want to improve your health, maybe it has to do with what you're eating. And so once you start paying more attention to home cooking, that has nothing to do, you think it has nothing to do with being happily ever after, or your finances, but you will see that it will shift, and not just with you and in other areas of your life, but it'll shift into other people in your life. Yes, I appreciate you. I'm sending you so much love and light. And girl, don't be hard on yourself. It's just that time of the month. But yes, let's also not get stuck on that in that vibration. And I don't know, where are you located? What's the weather like? So also too, um tomorrow, Friday, in South Africa on autumn. Okay. Sounds amazing. We are in spring here. Um But I'm used to living in Puerto Rico where it's all tropical and super hot. And so not being out in the sun of your physical house, like, where is it? My husband, when he comes home, he checks his blood pressure. Mine is like super low. My blood pressure is like healthy low, but like the lowest of the low that you can get before it's like quite not good. Um, the diabetes, I don't have diabetes, but I check that. I there's, you can get here in the States, you can get like a little diabetes checker to check your blood glucose. And so knowing your numbers, and then saying, okay, well, how can I improve those numbers? Now you have a mission, and that mission doesn't mean like you have to be out somewhere else or out doing self-sabotaging. You could be at home, and your home, working on your personal skills, on your mind, body, and soul, on your health, sitting in the same spot. And in a year later, I was like this 6 years ago. I got married. I was home. I turned in my power to my husband. He was out going to work. I was just like, just because I was taken care of, I kind of like just fell in this slump. and I got real depressed. I didn't go to the gym. I gained weight. I was cooking, just being very submissive, thinking that that's like the holy thing to go do. And actually, that was pushing him away. But once I started saying, I'm going to go to the gym, he didn't like that. Who are you going with? It was like that power struggle. Like, I didn't give you permission. I was like, I don't need your permission. I can. And so it came this learning how to communicate with him so that there's no arguments, but letting him feel secure, and also no longer self sabotaging myself. Because prior to that, I was like, F you, I'm going to go get drunk. I'm going to go hang out with my girls and doing things that were sabotaging my dreams for kindling my soulmate love and manifesting my dreams into reality. So once I started doing that habit tracker and setting boundaries within my food, then I was able to set boundaries with him and my friends and say, no, I'm not going out tonight. And so was able to manage my time better. So I have another sheet, not here, but I think it's somewhere where I literally have blocked out my time and I have it on my timer on my alarms now. Wake up, take a shower, have breakfast, have lunch, have dinner, have like do the laundry, have everything that needs to be done on a timer, so then I can see, well, where do I have extra time? Oh, from 12 to 1 I have 1 hour that usually I was sleeping or YouTube or doing something. So now I know I got to be proactive. I have 1 hour from here, from this to here, or whatever it is. I have this time, this allotted time right here, that I'm really not doing anything. And during that time now, I'm going to start learning how to use um I'm gonna learn new skills. I learned how to edit videos, how to create this, I had to create each and every little block. So I started doing that instead of feeling like, oh, what am I stressed and worry about my divine masculine. I started working on these little sheets, and when he came home, I felt proud. Oh, I made this. And I taught myself small little skills that now I'm managing, not just my business, my husband's business. So I own two businesses. He has an elevator business, and I am an emotional wellness and life coach. So I'm sitting from my home, from not the same home, but there was a point that it came to, I was still sitting in the same living room, but because I started a year prior, I had started making um, setting boundaries, and I started learning new tasks. Now I have started putting those into actions, and I went from making less than 10,000 a year to making 500,000, sitting in the same kitchen or same living room. But it all starts with setting boundaries. Oh yes, yeah, exactly. Painting is great. And then and once you start doing that, you get in your creative energy. I definitely see that creative energy in your heart chakra, and drinking water, eliminating the sugar, the processed foods. That creativity is going to blow up into something even more. All of a sudden it's going to be like a download. This is how it happened for me. I went from being sad, depressed, just laying around, being hard on myself, to like, this what I'm showing you is what I started to do 6 years ago. And slowly I started making small little habit changes, and it's shifted my whole life around. And you'll see, if you end up joining me on Facebook, or just go to my Facebook, you'll see like my husband, like now he comes home, he's interacting with me, he's happy. In the past, that was never him. He was toxic as much as I was toxic. And now we have healed our chakras. We have healed from the feelings of being skeptical and critical and irritated and hateful and rage, and feeling sleepy and bored and lonely and depressed, and feeling ashamed and stupid, and feeling guilty and anger and hurt and jealous. All those negative, that's nothing but the devil. Being submissive, helpless, discouraged, that's the devil energy. And so God is of love, it's joyful, it's peace, it's content. And so when you start practicing setting these boundaries to better your health, however it is that you feel, which you, if you want to purchase the full ebook, I have the full emotional energy workbook, which helps you from start to finish. The pages that I gave you are towards the end of the book, but there's very important parts in the front of the book that we need to tackle to do a self assessment to see where else we need improvement in to help us break from those emotionals, those negative emotions that are holding us back. It's all fear, sadness, And so you go from feeling powerless to feeling powerful, where you feel delightful and you're aware and you're creative and you feel amused and playful and energetic and sexy and exciting and respected. You feel like you're worthwhile and you're faithful because no matter what it is that you're doing, you're faithful because that's what you have in your heart. You just feel confident and thankful and trusting and loving. And that's the energy that we want. That's what breaks us free from any system. Absolutely, my love. Small little habits are going to lead in bigger outcomes. These are small little habits that you can change. And I have selected these because these little habits directly affect your endocrine system. Your endocrine system is your hormone system. And and so when we have a healthy, balanced hormone system, then we can thrive a lot better and break free from those emotions of fear, doubt, stress, worry into trust, loving, caring, and it opens up our throat chakra. So it's been for me, it's been a journey, but since I started doing this, it's been 6 years. It's been 5 years since we've been in COVID. 6 years. I started about a year right before COVID. And I'm telling you, I have in these 6 years, when I have all my journals that I started journaling in, and they're in Puerto Rico. Next time I go back to Puerto Rico, because we're doing a job here in North Carolina for our elevator business. So my coaching business, I do it, all online. Um, but once I go back to Puerto Rico, I want to show you guys. I want to show you my vision boards and how it was just a vision, but I never thought it would happen because at the time my husband was really toxic. He was against anything that I wanted to do, me taking my power back. And now he's healed. By me healing myself, he didn't have to do the same things that I had to do to heal myself. It's like him all of a sudden it was like overnight. And I'm like, yeah, he didn't have to work for it. But as long as it worked for him and he's healed, and now we are working in unity together. We're happy. We have, our financial goals, and um, yeah. So definitely, I hope to see you come in through my email list to download the Shed and Shine, and then you'll get 7 emails back to every day. Well, you get 1 email a day just to help keep you on track, and then keep doing this for 90 days. Again, if you want to purchase your emotional wellness, um, your women's guide to emotional wellness workbook, you could also do that through the website. Right? Oh, I really appreciate you. Like we are mirroring each other in similar ways. And that was one thing too that I had to remember and awaken to about my twin, as I was like, "Ooh, you're doing this, you're doing that." I forgot I had three fingers pointing back at me, and what about me, and what about what I'm doing. So once I stopped pointing and saying you're doing this, you're doing that, I started taking my power, my control back. And honestly, it started with the 90-day habit tracker, and then from there, like I said, I was living in a home for 7 years, and I was like poor and sick, and it was a lot of mental. And I started setting boundaries with my food. Then I started setting boundaries towards toxic people and toxic behaviors. And I started using my time wisely. Started learning new skills and practicing new skills, and then before you know it, I went from making 10,000, which remember I said I was making like 10. I was I was making less than 10,000 a year, but at the time I could have went and worked for a McDonald's or a fast food and made more money. But at the time I didn't care about money. I was worried about my mental and emotional health. And so I had to go through this whole cycle to regain a healthy emotional and mental health. Then then I was like, okay, now I could tackle my finances and my career and all of that. So don't be hard on yourself. Again, don't forget to drink your water, stay away from sodas, stay away from sugar. Sugar is very toxic on on our hormone system. So I will let you go with that, my love. Thank you so much for engaging with me today. I'm glad that you enjoyed this talk, and it means a million to me because I was like, it's been a while since I had done a reading, and I was like, I need to do it. I need to do it. And so being able to come on and at least help one person a day, it's like you have no idea how happy I am. And I'm gonna go to sleep. And when my husband comes home, I'm gonna have pep in my step because I was able to engage with somebody and help them out. And hopefully, I'll see you around on cooking with purpose. And I'd love to hear more things about you and how it is and living in, is it in South Africa? So I love that. It's amazing. Thank you. You also have a good day. Bye. Awesome. See you around. Have a good one. Bye.